We're going to install the PopStatus on this U1. Here's what comes in the box. You got your light bar. We got an alcohol pad. We got another, fill or lint-free pad. Here's your power cord. The cable here is installed on the ones I received. Now, if you receive one where this cable's not installed, you got these end pieces here. One has a slot. You would pop the end off, slide the cable and lock it in, and then pop your end piece on. But this one here came that way, so I don't need these. Here's our control board. We'll get it out here. There's our little control board. And then we have these sticky, meshy cable holders, basically, or help hold everything down so it doesn't come loose while the machine's running. Forgot one other little part that's in there is your USB adapter, because on the back of the machine is USB-A, and the power cord here is USB-C. On the instructions online, you're going to need to print this box to hold this little control board here. And to do that, it's recommended to print it. They say ABS. I printed mine out of ASA, and I have ASA available. I prefer ASA over ABS. I think it prints cleaner, and it takes a lot less effort to get a good print out of ASA. Also, you don't always need an enclosed printer to print ASA, where ABS tends to get a little bit more warpy if you don't get it just right. Okay, so once you get it fiddled in there, here's going to be your connector to the machine, or to the light bar, excuse me, and then there's your USB power. This here has Wi-Fi in it. That's a little Wi-Fi antenna down there, and it actually connects to the machine via Wi-Fi. Now, on the other one, I had a heck of a time getting this back cover on, and I had to get creative with a pair of pliers, so let's see if it'll let me do it this time. Oh, this one did. Okay, so this one did go together pretty clean. The first thing we want to do is we're going to want to home the machine, because we need to bring the bed up. So the best thing to do is just go to your control panel, go to your settings here, go to movement, and hit home, and let it home out. First thing we're going to do is we're going to place our light bar on here. But we can't push it up tight against the plate, or we're going to have a hard time removing our plate. So we're going to want to pull it down a little bit before we glue it down. It comes with a strip on it, and you do get a spare one in case you do mess this up. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our alcohol pad, and we're going to clean the surface, like so. So I want to get this as centered as possible. Like I said, I want to come down from the plate a little bit. Didn't think I touched that, but I guess I did. Right about there. I think I look level. And we'll give her a little press all the way across. So we want to feed the cable up here. And then there's a seam right along the edge there. We're going to kind of tuck it in that seam. Everything I'm showing you is in the wiki, but you want to take your power cable here, and there's two, at both ends are USB-C. You want the one closest to the coily. You're going to put that in the end. We want to get it to where we're kind of tucking the edges of it. So we're going to just take those edges and slide them into that corner. And then that fancy tape they gave us, we're going to tape the thing down. Did I put 3 of them under here? Or did I put 4? Okay, so I have one holding the box on. So it's holding the box on. I have one holding the cable just past the box. And I have another one back here holding the cable where it's going to go off the end of the bed here. We need to remove our tray here. Get it out of the way. I did go through and put the tape back in there. You want to make sure it's back in the corner. I did undock this one here so I could make sure it was in there good. Get it all the way back in the corner so this will come back over fine. And you want it back in that corner because you also want your catch bucket here to be able to set in its locks and the cables behind it. Using my adapter, I'm going to connect it here, and I'm going to connect it to the wall. And if you've done everything right, you'll get the blue eye rolling across the bottom there. So now we're going to need our IP address. So we're going to go to our settings. We're going to go to our Wi-Fi. And our IP address is 102. I think it's the easiest way, but go on your PC, go to your network, and you're going to see PopStatus. And the password is, and once you do that, your browser is going to load up this here. which is the PopStatus interface. And of course I want English. Next. And I'm going to select my Wi-Fi network, which this one here is my 2G network, or 2.4 gigahertz network, excuse me. And then get my password in for the network. Okay, so it says Wi-Fi connection successful, binding. Our printer, we can use it scan, or we can just type in the IP address. And our IP address, in my case, is, now of course yours will be different depending on what's on your machine. And then we're going to hit bind. Binding successful. So it has connected through the Wi-Fi to the unit, and if we look, we now have a red status bar. This is good. Okay, so now across the bottom here we have some options, and we're going to go down here to control panel. Now it's in music mode, so you can have it dance to the music if you want. But I want the H2D style mode, and that's what's coming up here, and I want it in marquee. Okay, so that's the setting I want to use, and you can go through and change colors here, and it has all sorts of little options here you can play with. But once you get that set up, the bar will change to that white light going across there. So if it's white and not blue, it's connected. Now I can show you up here, this one is running a job, and that's the status bar. So it's filling up as it gets done. Now, if there's a fault in the machine stops for any reason, it will go red. And when the job is done, it'll go green. Now, what you can do is you can set those colors here. Idle, pause, file download, prepare, print finish, print error, and then of course it's printing. Recap the little issues. Make sure you have a 2.4 gigahertz network to connect to. It's going to work best. If you connect it to a 5G, for me, it kept dropping signal. It'd connect, I'd be there, and I'd lose connection. And that was the auto switching somehow was not docking proper or switching properly or something. 2, have a secondary power supply, standard USB A, the old cell phone connection. You don't need anything high powered in case the machine is already drawing too much power and can't feed enough power to the board. You'll also be losing connections, or mid-print, it'll go blue on you. But at the time I bought this, I think it was $36. I think it's kind of a cool add-on. And thanks for watching.